Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC, we do everything DIY, and today we have a service call for a Goodman packaged unit. Thank you to everyone tuning into Jumperman Tech. Alright, we're out here in Brooklyn today. Got our ladder set up. Got this packaged unit up here. Got a no cooling coil. Let's open this up and see what's going on. Alright, here's our control panel. Like seeing units like this. Not all that crazy stuff with a million freaking sensors and everything. I can hear the fan running. I see this contactor labeled as fan is plunged in. Let's take a look at some basic things, but I don't think we have a cooling coil right now. Owner's not on site, and there's a lockbox I installed on his thermostat a while back as a Wi-Fi stand. You can control it remotely. Might need to give him a call, or we're just gonna jump this thing out. All right, we took this off over here. Quick inspection. Probably use a new belt and some adjustments, but that ain't gonna shut us down. All right, should have control voltage as that other contactor is plunged in, 25.49. I don't think we have a cooling coil. The thermostat looked blank. We're not calling for cooling. Fan is running. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Got one compressor here. Let's open up the other side too. It's wet here, but we had a big storm. So that's that. Oh man, this coil's plugged. Coil is plugged, man. This thing is probably high head. All right, we're gonna get some gauges on the other side. One compressor on that end started, and no condenser fan motors running. Hold up, something changed. This compressor started. Is that one still running, Daniel?
Yeah, it's still running.
All right, so stage 2 just kicked in.
Just cut out.
All right, stage 1 kicked out. Stage 2 is in now. Go ahead, throw the...
I need channel lock.
All right, either way, our condenser fans are not running. So this one is on now. This is off too. Your thing probably tripped on high head. And this coil's filthy. The dirt on here is coming out. It's wet too. I think it's just some moisture. 606. This thing's about to cut off. Just cut off on high pressure. All right, hold on to that. Our condenser fan motors are not running. We gotta evaluate both of them. I see 2 capacitors there. So compressor 1, Y1 must be connected with the compressor and the fan motor, I'm assuming, and the same setup for Y2. That just kicked in. It's tripping on high pressure. All right, Y2 is in now. We got our 3 phases coming in. That just kicked out. Let's check it over here. Got our 3 phases. We got to see which wires are for the fan motor. I see this here going to that capacitor. That's our coil in the back. All right, hold up a second, man. It's crazy. We gotta find the power wires for that. I'm gonna turn this off. This thing is gonna get worse than it already is. Gotta find the wires for those 2 fan motors. See exactly where it is. I see line voltage coming in here. We got no problem with that. I got control voltage. See a bunch of wires kind of just like jumped over. We gotta see which wires go over to our condenser fan motor. I wonder, is it just capacitors? But both of them are not running. Both of them are not running. I want to short out these capacitors. I don't want any problems. Okay. purple, black, and like whitish yellow. I don't see that coming in there, but that's because they change colors right here. So these are, yeah, this is our fan motors here. Let's trace this back inside. Where does this go? So how many of these wires do we have? Let's see, pink, like peach and black. Let me see something. Pink, peach, and black. Hopefully it doesn't change. Oops, doesn't change colors again. Peach, pink, black. Oh, black and red. So these three are for the compressors. It is sending power. And then the condenser fan, it looks like both sets set there. They're about the same color. Where is this thing? Yeah, there's discharge capacitor. Let's go wire off. It's 5 microfarads. Got 3.84 on this one, it's low. This one, 3.43. They're both low, but it honestly probably would still start it. That needs to be changed because that's little things like that kill the motor. Okay, let's find the power wires. All right, we're gonna check power across here. Got 100 volts. Oh boy, that scared me. Let's jump out Y. Let's press in one of the contactors. Get something safe. Small screwdriver, thermostat screwdriver. Go ahead. All right, we see we got 203, so we got 208. Stop that. So that's Y1. Turn that off for a sec. All right, we got 208 going to that motor. That thing is done. Unless we can give them a little boost with the capacitor, but it's still not that low to where it won't start, but we definitely got to start there. So black and purple is the 208, and we had that. And now where are we at here? Got quite some more wires passing through here. We got to see what that's about. What's this? Oh, these are pressure switches with stripes. Hearing some weird noises in there. Let's check the other motor. It's really weird how they wired this. So these are my 208. So it goes on one side of this capacitor, but then it catches the other side of the power on the other capacitor. So let's start with Y2. Hold on a second. Start with Y2. Who is that? All right, hold on, wait. Let's show it. One side here. And then here. You got nothing. Press it. You got 208. Nothing started. Let go. This one. Now we're gonna check this one here. This, then it comes back here. Hold out. Got 0, press it. 208, keep it on. Hold on, keep it on. All right, hold on a second. You got a big flathead here, okay. Yeah, we got nothing happening here. All right, let go. Turn the power off. See if these motors are stiff. Oh yeah, look at that. Try to spin it. Stiff. No, I might have freed it up a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys a picture. This thing is so rusted. Like, you could just look at it and know that thing is bad. Alright, hold up. See this one? Oh, look at that. Thing spun back. See if I can free it up. All right, Daniel, turn the power back on. I wonder if that freed it up a little bit.
See if it starts now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be changed, but I'm just curious. Compressing one of the contactors. This one is trying to start, it's trying to move, but it's not moving. Hold up. No, try the other one.
Alright.
Dead. Turn off the power. All right, so his evaporator fan motor works, but I'll show you guys some pictures. This belt is all torn up. This has to be changed. Condenser coil is completely freaking plugged. Luckily his two compressors do operate. Okay, his two compressors do operate. These two motors, we do have a low capacitor reading on both capacitors rated for 5 microfarads, but we got like, you know, about 3.5. Still, I've seen these things run like that. When we are getting 208 to each motor, control system is doing its thing. He just needs 2 motors. So in this case, I would change the capacitor and the new motor. I don't know how much you guys can see, but both motors are just completely rusted. Completely rusted. You can barely get some information off of it. Fan blades look normal. It's being mounted like this. Yeah, it's a wrap for these motors. So 2 new motors, capacitor on top of the unit. Okay, check out this system right here. That's nice. That is nice. It's for a supermarket next door. We're working in a laundromat. All right, let's inspect the filters as well. I'm sure those are probably plugged. We need to keep up with some maintenance on these machines, but luckily both compressors we saw start. We need a little bit of an upgrade here. All right, so I disconnected the 3 wires here. I talked with the customer and he's cool with us moving along. We're gonna match this up at the shop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull one out of pull one of the motors. Got 2 exactly the same ones. All right, Dan, we can close this back up. I'm gonna go up top. We're gonna pull one of these motors out. Okay. These aren't too bad to change. It's just getting off the fan blades and get it back on because this thing is so rusted. Okay. You know what? Let me get a drill real quick. I already pulled the wires out. Whew, super rusty. Maybe we can give us some new screws too. Gosh. All right. Real job is matching this up. Oof, matching this up and removing that fan blade. Those are tough to do when they're so old and rusty. Hold on a second. That's it. There you go. Talking about the coil. So with it being so dirty on there, air is being pulled in from that side. You could just tell from where the dirt is. We're gonna get a pressure washer here. We'll brush down the coil and clean it from the inside out. He needs 2 motors. Just gotta match this up here. Yeah, this thing is done. And he's gonna be all right. All right, we're gonna get off this roof. I'm gonna leave my ladder here. This is a good customer. Shout out to Steven if you're watching this video. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up here. We're taking this motor with us. We're gonna match it up and get everything done. We're gonna do a follow-up on this, and that's pretty much that. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.